Hi everyone, been a couple of weeks since my last video, but thought I'd get another in. I've got quite a few films this last 2 weeks, so about 8 Blu-rays, quite a lot of DVDs again, but go with the Blu-rays anyway. Got another spoof one first. Gets a bit of hate, but I thought it was pretty funny, so I picked up a couple of quid. Vampires Suck, basically like a spoof of Twilight. I think some of the people who did scary movie are involved in it, but you know, it's okay. I paid a couple of quid for it. But no, it's worth seeing. If people who hate Twilight, I think you'd have a few laughs out of that. So you know, I'll pick that one up anyway. I meant to say more of a comedy than a horror, but there you go. Another next one now. Underworld Awakening, which I think is the fourth one, the latest one. The only one I hadn't got, so I thought I'd get it just to finish sort of the series off. And this one's in 3D as well. I haven't got a 3D Blu-ray player. I can't really watch it in 3D, but. Yeah, I quite like the Underworld films. I thought I'd get that, finish the collection off on that one. I think there's another one in the pipeline. I think there's Underworld 5 due out soon, so that might be worth seeing as well. But Elfie Hopkins now, which I've seen the trailers. This look quite interesting. I think it'll be a bit more like a murder mystery sort of thing, really, with like a lot of horror elements. But yeah, looks okay. I'll check that out one time. The Blu-ray now, Tommy Unlimited. This is quite a recent Tommy film, I think from about 2011 or around about there. But I do really like the Tommy films, and this one's got a really crazy director. I'm trying to think the name of the director for this one. Noboru Iguchi, who did like The Machine Girl. So I think he did Dead Sushi as well. But he does really crazy films. So I'm looking forward to see how he does with the Tommy franchise. That'll be good. One now, not strictly horror, but sort of pick it up anyway. Godzilla, it's one from like last 2014, I think it was the newer one. But just wanted to see this. It's supposed to be quite true to the original Japanese one, and you know, it was all right. It was a bit over long. I think it was on for over 2 hours. They could have done with it a bit shorter. But last 20 minutes of the fights was really good. There's that one. One Arrow Blu-ray. Picked it up really cheap. Brand new as well. It was still sealed when I had it. But the Fury, the Brian De Palma one. Like another one sort of similar to Carrie, but like sort of one with telekinesis and that. I think there's someone quite famous now. Who's it in that one? Oh, Kirk Douglas. So look forward to seeing it. I've seen it ages and ages ago. I can't remember much about it, but only one disc on this, which is a bit strange for Arrow. It's just the Blu-ray. No DVDs. You get the DVDs bundled in, don't you? But it's just the Blu-ray on that. But you know, I look forward to seeing that again. And a couple of slasher classics. Don't Go in the Woods Alone. Quite like enjoying sort of picking these up. These slasher classics by 88 Films. I think there's about 12 or 13 of them at the minute, and a lot of the films they release I haven't got, so this is probably one series I'll probably start picking up. But yeah, Don't Go in the Woods Alone. Previous video nasty, not actually that nasty. There's a couple of gore scenes in it, but a lot of people say it's like a real bad movie. But I didn't know, I enjoyed it. It was it is what it is, and it's you know, very early sort of 1981 slasher film, and not extremely low budget, but I thought it was entertaining. It wasn't as bad as you know, a lot of people say it is. Another one now, Slaughterhouse. I have seen this ages ago on VHS. Can't remember that much about it. I'll probably be watching this one tonight. I haven't seen it for a while, so that's the Blu-rays. Now DVDs, quite a lot of these. There also a few of these which I've managed to get. I used to have the VHSs of them, and some of them I've been after for ages, and they've turned up at a good price, so that was great. This is one of them, The Antichrist. It's basically like an Exorcist clone, like an Italian Exorcist rip-off. But I had this on VHS. It was called The Tempter in the UK on VHS, and been trying to get the film for ages. And I really do like that. It's really good bit of sort of Italian sort of exploitation cinema. One I haven't watched yet, Cold Eyes of Fear, which is a giallo. I think it's from the 70s. But don't really know much about this. But Salvation, I do like the Salvation films. So I picked that up pretty cheap as well. This one came yesterday. I haven't watched it, but it's supposed to be a superb movie. I've never seen it though. Peeping Tom. It's supposed to be very much like a sort of Hitchcock sort of type, sort of psycho thriller. But I have seen little clips of this. It does look really interesting. It was released in 1960. Caused a lot of controversy in 1960. So to definitely check that out. VHS Viral. Been wanting to see this one for a while. I did enjoy it, but not as good as the other two VHSs. And I really didn't like the wraparound story in this at all. The wraparound story was just a big mess, confusing. But the three little individual stories in it I thought were pretty well done. Oh, excuse me. I want to watch last night, or the night before, which is like a modern werewolf movie. I really enjoyed this. This was really good. I've seen a lot of people commenting on it, saying how good it was, but still on the back, the best werewolf movie in over a decade. It was really good. Whether it's as good as Dog Soldiers, I don't know, but a very different sort of type of werewolf film. This guy was a bit more, he was more like a feral man than a proper werewolf. But he did have sort of like werewolf powers and that, but it was really good actually. Really good film, I did enjoy that a lot. One that's been a bit divided by a lot of people on YouTube. Some people love it, some people hate it. The Battery. I really did like this actually, it was really good, but there wasn't a lot of zombie action in it. So it's like a zombie film. It's more a film about the two friends sort of trying to survive in a zombie apocalypse. And I mean, this is more like a sort of a buddy road movie, but with zombies. But I did really like it. I thought the performances were great. You know, not a lot of horror in it, not a lot of zombies, but you know, I did enjoy it. I thought it was really good. Sort of very different sort of zombie film. Another Arrow film DVD this time, The Night Child, which is like sort of a possessed girl sort of type film again. Never heard of it. I think it's one of them sort of ones that's, you know, not many people have heard of. But I'll definitely check that out. Another one had on VHS years ago. I was really trying to hold off for ages, but the price was really high, and I managed to actually get it at a pretty good price eventually. And that's Werewolf Woman, the Shriek Show release. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first version that was ever released uncut. So I did have a VHS, but it was really cut to ribbons, a VHS version of that. So it was very interesting to watch that again, and that's probably one I'll watch in the next couple of days. But I do like that one. It's a good bit of like sort of Euro sort of exploitation again there. King Kong Escapes, another one that's not strictly horror, a bit more sci-fi, but you know, I like monster movie, and they've got monsters in it, so I thought I'd put it in the horror section. But yeah, very sort of camp sort of King Kong movie. Like I think the makers of Godzilla did it, and Toho did it. But yeah, it was. I've not watched this one yet, but I watched the other one. I got to another one of these, and the first one was okay, but I've not watched this one yet. But you know, the other one was all right. I'll show you that one there if I can find it. There you go. King Kong versus Godzilla. That was the one I picked up first. Watched that one, and that's the, you know, sort of usual sort of pretty camp cheesy sort of 60s sort of Toho sort of King Kong movie. But yeah, King Kong versus Godzilla. Two men in giant and monster suits, so you can't go wrong with that. You know, he's enjoyable. It's what he is, isn't it? So another one I bought, really cheap. This one is Ankle Biters. I think I had this on VHS years ago. It sounds familiar, and I remember it being really terrible. So hence why I haven't watched it yet. But you know, picked it up for virtually next to nothing. So another one I used to have on VHS, which was quite hard to pick up. Curtains. Like I think it's a Canadian slasher. I think it is from the 80s. I think it was the very early 80s. But yeah, I do really enjoy this. This is a good film, good slasher film. This one, and I was going for a lot of money. I was going to pick the Region 1 copy, but that's gone for like silly money. So I think this one come up for about £4. The UK release on Amazon. So I thought, why not pick that one up? Banshee Chapter. Not watched this one yet, but it looks really creepy, and that on the backside a decent write up. Not really know much about it, but yeah, Banshee Chapter there. Tales from the Crypt movie now. The one that gets panned by everyone usually, but I actually didn't think it was that bad. Ritual. I remember this was out in. I watched this on Netflix ages ago, but they had the Tales from the Crypt name took off it. Maybe they didn't want to be associated with it or something, but you know, it's nowhere near the quality of Bordello of Blood or Demon Knight. But you know, I thought it was okay, and it was an okay little voodoo thriller. That was alright. Obviously Tim Curry's in it as well, so a bit of a bonus when you get stars like Tim Curry in it. Another one now, picked up cheap, The Pyramid. I'm not sure this is like a found footage one or what, I'm not sure, but it's got, I've heard in the British people who watch The In-Betweeners, it's got one of the guys from The In-Betweeners in it, the one who plays Jay, trying to think of his name. James Buckley. He's like, be interested to see how he fares in a serious role, because I've never seen him in comedy. Yeah, Pyramid, not sure about that one, have to check that one out. Clive Barker presents Saint Sinner, which I think was a TV movie, and I've been wanting to watch this a while. I've seen the trailer, and I thought this looked pretty good. Picked it up for like really cheap again, so I'll check that one out. Another Clive Barker story here, a bit of a coincidence there, but yeah, Clive Barker's The Plague. Not sure what this one's like. I've never seen this. I've seen the trailer to it. It looks okay. And the one I picked up for next to nothing again. Urban Legends, Bloody Mary. I've got Urban Legends 1 and 2. I thought I'd just pick that up to finish the set. For like a penny or something off Amazon, so just to fill it in. Morehouse, which is this was okay. No, it wasn't horrendously bad. I did buy it for the wife. She wanted to see it and she hated the film, but I thought it was okay. It was basically like Ghost Hunter trapped in a house, trying to film things going on in the house. But a lot of the time, it's just a guy running through rooms shining a torch. That's a lot of the film. But it's just give a good tense atmosphere at parts, and it wasn't horrendously bad. So an Amicus one now, From Beyond the Grave. Been after this for quite a while as well. Not sure if I'd seen this originally, but I did put it on when it came, and I remembered it was one with the Ian Ogilvy buys that door and puts it on the cupboard and that. I always remember that story in that more than the others, but yeah, I do really like that. Great Amicus anthology there. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde's 2 versions on this. It's the Spencer Tracy one and the, I think, Frederick Marsh one or something. Yeah, early sort of Dr. Jekyll films. Not seen these 2 yet before. I do still like the silent one of that, really. The Lon Chaney one, that's always the best. Right, yeah, I'll check these out. Dark Skies. That was pretty good actually. That was okay. I think it's like an alien reduction, if I remember. With the aliens coming, but I watched this when it come. Can't remember that much about it, to be honest. But I remember by the makers of Insidious and that, and that was okay. It had a couple of decent little chills and that in it. This one was everyone has heard of this one. It's King Kong Lives, which was a follow-up to the 1976 remake. Everyone said it's one of the worst films of all time, and it is really bad, but strangely really enjoyable as well. Really over the top. There's a bit where I think it started with King Kong's obviously dead after falling off the skyscraper in the original movie, and they put an artificial heart on him, bring him back to life. Basically, he has to find they can't find any blood for him, but they come across a female ape, and they end up using her blood to bring King Kong sort of back round, and they end up falling in love and going on a bit of a spree, escaping. It was really camp and cheesy, but I really enjoyed it. One I haven't watched yet, one called Wolfman, of 70s one. I'm not sure this is a TV movie or not, but I've heard this is pretty bad, but really cheap pick up. Night of the Demons 2 there, Angela's Revenge. I've got 1 and 3, so I thought I'd pick this one up to sort of finish the set, but I really look forward to seeing that one. I do like the Night of the Demons movies. Route 666, that's another cheap pick up. I don't know anything about it, it's a bit of a blind buy. Well, I've heard some decent things about it. Christmas Horror Story. I did actually watch this one when it come. Even though it wasn't Christmas, I thought I did want to see it, and I did enjoy it. It was really good, really sort of clever. It was like an anthology, but all the sort of little separate stories are sort of linked together and sort of alternating between the scenes. A bit like how Tarantino did Pulp Fiction. All the sort of scenes sort of linked together. I thought that was a really clever way of doing it. Some decent effects in it, and also like William Shatner had a good role in it as well, I thought, so decent one there. Halloween H2O, I thought I'd got this one, and I checked and I hadn't. So I'll pick this one up really cheap, the American Region 1 copy. But a lot of people quite like this one. I think I've seen it on TV, it's been on TV quite a few times. And to top it off, another film I had on VHS years ago I really wanted, but the price was just too high. Brain Damage, which is the Frank Henenlotter one. I bet the Parasite that eats brains and that. But that is a brilliant film. I really enjoyed that. It's a great little movie. Really pretty twisted, and I've got a lot of laughter in it as well, some good gore. I recommend picking that up and see it at a good price. So that's the next update anyway. Might be a few weeks for the next one now. I've only really got a couple of films to come now. If I see any more, I'll be ordering a few more. But I've got a couple of Blu-rays on the way. So anyway, that's that update. Hope it hasn't been too long. But see you again in the next video. And thanks for watching. Oh, and had a few more subscribers as well, so that's brilliant. Thanks very much for that. I think I'm up to about 113 or something now, so that's great. So brilliant. So thanks a lot, and speak to you again soon. Bye.